Live from the mighty little state of Delaware. Welcome to my B.A.D, my Busk After Dusk. My name is John Flynn. I will die in this battle. I have a premonition. Her beauty is a bullet that will pierce my beating heart. I fall from the saddle, lie in death's condition, till dogs chase the crows and tear what's left of me apart. Oh, Virginia, hear your son. Please forgive the wrong I've done. Oh, Virginia, hear your boy. Let your tears be tears of joy. The fires are burning, the voices softly singing sweet songs in a world that seems 1,000 miles away. The angels are learning the names they'll soon be winging up to the throne, but in the meantime we got hell to pay. Oh, Virginia, hear your son. Please forgive the wrong I done. Oh, Virginia, hear your boy. Let these tears be tears of joy. Walked by the river underneath the moonlight. When I close my eyes, I still can see it shining in her hair. The words to this letter have to come out just right if they're going to shine for her someday when I'm not there. Oh, Virginia, son, please forgive the wrong I done. Oh, Virginia, hear your boy. Let these tears be tears of joy. Let these tears be tears of joy. That's an old song of mine. Hi, everybody. Gang's showing up here. Heidi and Philippa, Danny, Sarah, Frank Switzer, Ken. Happy birthday, Ken Kissinger from yesterday. Sorry I missed you by 24 hours. Hi, Judy from up in Mystic, Connecticut. Chased by the hawk, A morning dove crashed through the screen on our back porch, where it then flew circles until weary it fell down on the floor. I opened up the old screen door, thinking that dove would fly away, but it ignored my feeble gift. It simply stared the other way. Wild beat the waves, wild beat the heart, wild beat the things that tear us apart. My darling smiled at me and said, the poor thing's lost and terrified. She took that dove into her hands, carried it gently out to the sky, and wild beat the waves, wild beat the heart, wild beat the things tear us apart. The younger man, those are the words. And as that bird took to the air, I could not help but recall a time or two I was unaware of open doors in my own prison walls. The first time she smiled at me, she said, we're each broken in our own ways. She took my love into her hands, letting me go, letting me stay. Wild beat the waves, wild beat the heart, wild beat the things that tear us apart. A younger man, I must confess, was once set free by her tenderness. Good old 12-string guitar. I've had that since I was a teenager. And the neck had started to come unglued back in the probably late 80s. And I took it to some luthiers and they said, you know, it's done for. And there was a guy who used to come see me singing at a bar called Jocelyn's in Media. I used to play there on Sunday nights for a lot of years. back when I was kind of making my living, mostly doing other people's songs. And his name was Ron Luca, I believe. If I'm remembering correctly. It's been a long time. But Ron worked on guitars, and he glued that neck back on for me. And he put a new pick guard on it because, like my other Martin, the pick guard was gone. And finished it up, and it's been sounding great ever since. So don't believe them when they say they can't do nothing. You're just not talking to the right person. So I've been busy this week writing and recording, and we did released a streaming version of this song a couple weeks ago. And my friend Helen Light played it on the radio. It was just one of those things that we recorded just sitting here at the desk. But it was great hearing it on the air last week, and I got convinced to go into the studio and record it. So Harvey's been working on the track and finished it today, and we're going to put it out as a single. This is called America's Game. This ain't over, boys and girls, oh no, not by a long shot. If you think they're gonna shut us down, but we all know that they're not. Though some makeup crusted orange comb over might betray the things this country stood for, you can't take our right to say. Go tell all them MAGA mothers their sons best hold on to their hats. America's game is not innings or more, and the home team is coming to bat. Trump says that they shot her dead because she misbehaved. That's no way to treat citizens, that's how you treat a slave. Donald says that ain't no laws can overrule his whims. Tell that to old Abe Lincoln or George freaking Washington. And go tell them that MAGA. You think I was in the studio, so I'd know this song better at this point. I'm going to start from the top. When I'm in the studio, I'm reading the lyrics. Usually when I'm on this thing, I'm reading the lyrics. I decided tonight I'm not going to read the lyrics. This ain't over, boys and girls, oh no, not by a long shot. They think they're gonna shut us down, we all know that they're not. Though some makeup crusted orange comb over might betray things this country stood for, he can't take our right to say. Go tell all them MAGA mothers their sons best hold on to their hats. America's game is not innings or more, and the home team is coming to bat. Trump says that they shot her dead because she misbehaved. That's no way to treat citizens, that's how you treat a slave. Donald now says that no law can overrule his whims. Tell that to old Abe Lincoln or George freaking Washington. Tell all them MAGA mothers their sons best hold on to their hats. America's game is not innings or more, and the home team is coming to bat. Trump is at the plate now, he's got 2 strikes and no balls, but violence only makes things worse. But here and now I call for civil disobedience and peacefully to stand against all the hatred being unleashed on this land. This ain't over, boys and girls, oh no, not by sight. They think they're gonna shut us up, and we all something that rhymes with my Bend over, boys and girls, oh no, not by sight. They think they're gonna shut us up, but there's no chance they might. They say I got Trump derangement syndrome, but I know it isn't. Nothing but a little good old-fashioned patriotism. And go tell all them MAGA mothers their sons best hold on to their hats. America's game is not innings or more. The home team is coming to bat. Go tell all them MAGA mothers their sons best hold on to their little red hats. America's game is 9 innings or more, and the home team is coming to bat. Yeah, the home team is coming to bat. Joyce says, read the lyrics. Probably a good idea. I didn't, as much as I normally put in very little prep time for these shows, today I put in 0 prep time for this show, so I didn't even have the lyrics up on the computer. But this is what goes into internalizing a lyric. It's like, muscle memory, except it's just actual memory. And if you get to do it enough, if you do it enough times, you start to remember it. So, but for me, it's about playing it in front of audiences. I can play it in, on my couch 100 times, and I'll still goof it up the first 5-6 times I play it in front of a crowd, because there's just something different about that. So thank you for helping me get one of those out of the way tonight. Here's another one I don't really know, but I love this song. It came into my mind today as I was watching images of that little fella, that 5-year-old that was arrested and in Milwaukee yesterday, and taken from his home and put on a plane to Texas. So he's at a camp in Texas, a little guy with the bunny ears hat. And how would you feel if that was your grandson? I'd like to send this out to that little guy. Christopher Robin and I walked alone under branches lit up by the moon. Wasn't got questions to Alan Dior, but our days disappeared all too soon. Well, I wandered much further today than I should. I can't seem to find my way back to the woods, so help me if you can. I got to get back to the house at Pooh Corner by 1. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, chase all the clouds from the sky, back to the days of Christopher Robin and Pooh. Winnie the Pooh doesn't know what to do, got a honey jar stuck on his nose. Here no one knows where he goes, so I sent him to ask of the owl if he's there, how to loosen the jar from the nose of a bear. So help me if you can, I gotta get to the house at Pooh Corner by 1. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, chase all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin. Can I gotta get back to the house at Pooh Corner by 1. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, chase all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin, back to the ways of Christopher Robin. Of Pooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Kenny Loggins, that little fella, should be home with his books, his storybooks, and his people. And we just tear families and communities apart because we're looking. It's like some part of our souls have been disconnected, you know. And made me think of this song. It's another one I don't know, but I loved it from the first time I heard it. I heard Johnny Cash's version, and I wonder how many people in our country have been disconnected from the ability to give a damn about human beings, like that little boy. I hurt myself today to see if I could feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. And what have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. Could have it all, my empire of dirt. I will let you down, I will make you hurt. I wear this crown of thorns upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. Beneath the stains of time, the feeling disappears. You are someone else. I am still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. And you could have it all, my empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. If I could start again, million miles away, I would keep myself. I would find a way. Oh man. So I hope you're going to be well stocked and can get off the road for the next couple of days. Sounds like it's going to get kind of crazy out there. The big storm coming. Winter Storm Fern. It seemed like an odd name for a winter storm, Fern. I suppose there's some irony in it. I want to make sure I'm not missing any comments here. As I read silently, this is stimulating video, isn't it? Christine Medora says, I like watching the river run. Oh, by Loggins and Messina. Oh man, unbelievable. One of my favorite, that was one of my favorite songs, one of my favorite bands for so many years. For some reason, as I looked at what Christine wrote, I was thinking of the Robert Redford film, A River Runs Through It. And one of my favorite quotes, and I won't get it right, but when towards the end of the film, I guess Brad Pitt's father was a minister, if I'm remembering right. And he says that we can love each other perfectly without perfect understanding. And that has stayed with me through a lot of years. Because the perfect understanding is just not going to be there, on so many levels, we're just, we're all walking around with blindfolds on. But we can continue to look for the beauty in each other and the divine in each other. I have not come to save you. When I look at you, I do not see a damsel in distress. I have not come to change you. Your desperado soul is perfect as it is, though I confess. You say I'm a sight for sore eyes, and I think you and me are both half blind. You can't see the beauty that's inside you that I can't see quitting on a friend of mine. I have not come to heal you. You don't need to be cured. The scars we bear are holier than shrines. If tears can teach our eyes to see with tenderness the wounds that we've been tempted to despise. You say I'm a sight for sore eyes, but I think you and me are both half blind. You can't see the beauty that's inside you. I can't see quitting on a friend of mine. Maybe love ain't nothing but a mirror, one that shows you who you really are. Maybe I can show you someone you have been a stranger to so far. I have not come to fix you, for I know deep inside you're not and never have been powerless. But I will share the darkness that you are walking through until you find the light that you possess. You say I'm a sight for sore eyes, but I think you and me are both half blind. You can't see the beauty that's inside you, and I can't see quitting on a friend of mine. No, I ain't quitting on a friend of mine. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. I'll take that down a little bit. There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then oh why? are there so many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you find me. Yeah, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds gonna fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly above the rainbow, why oh why can't I? Song of mine. Maybe I'm blind, maybe I'm just naive, maybe I'm all the things they say of me, and maybe the child in me won't ever leave, but I still believe in rainbows. And I still get down on my knees at night and ask God please to make things work out right. And I still wish upon the stars so bright. And I still believe in rainbows. You can laugh, I wouldn't blame you if you did. Deep inside, I guess I'm still a little kid, 69-year-old kid. But I believe that if you're honest, you'll admit we're all just kids at heart. And all the things that I can see and touch, somehow they just never meant as much. Everybody needs some kind of crutch. Me, I still believe in rainbows. Everybody needs some kind of crutch. Me, I still believe in rainbows. Feel a theme coming on here. I don't know if you noticed the theme. Maybe I just needed a little hope tonight, and I sure was thinking of that poor little fella in that strange, scary place in Texas. So I need a little rainbow power. The scene was a small roadside cafe. The waitress was sweeping the floor. Two truck drivers drinking their coffee. And two oaky kids by the door. How much are them candies? They asked her. How much have you got? She replied. Well, we've only a penny between us. Them's two for a penny, she lied. The daylight grew heavy with thunder, and the smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. Truck driver called to the waitress after the kids went outside. Them candies ain't two for a penny. So what's it to you? She replied. In silence they finished their coffee, got up and nodded goodbye. And she said, hey, you left too much money. So what's it to you? They replied. Daylight was heavy with thunder, and the smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. And the daylight was heavy with thunder, and the smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. This, well, I guess this song will cap off our little rainbow medley, but this song's the reason I knew the guy that wrote the last song, which was Chris Christopherson, one of Chris's great songs, which was taken from right out of the book The Grapes of Wrath. Which, by the way, I think is probably one of my favorite books, my favorite novels. And if you've never read it and you've only seen the movie, and the movie's great, the Henry Fonda film, but the ending of the book just blew me away. It's not that it doesn't end the same way the movie does. So if you haven't read it, I really heartily recommend it. But anyway, I divulge. Speaking of diverging, I'm going to put up my little QR code just in case anybody's feeling, like they got too much silver in their pocket tonight. You don't need the unsightly bulge that ruins the clean lines of your, of your jeans by having all that money just hang around in your pockets. So contribute it to a working musician. And if you use that QR code, you can go to the PayPal page and make a donation to our digital passing of the hat tonight. But anyway, this is the song. This song is the reason I knew Chris, because this is a song of mine that was cut by Chris's dear friend Billy Swan. And when it was on the country charts, Billy was touring with Chris. He was opening the show, and also playing in Chris's band and singing in Chris's band. So I got to go to the Grand Opera House in Wilmington, Delaware, near where I live, and see Billy do my song. It was set up by a mutual friend in Nashville, a guy named Al Cooley, who's not with us anymore, but Al was the guy that signed me to my first publishing contract. And he worked at Combine Music, which is where Chris and Billy wrote for. And anyway, so I got to see Chris play and go backstage and meet him after the show. And his daughter Casey was still real little. And Chris confided in us that he had just come out of the dressing room. We were standing in the hallway downstairs at the Opera House. And Chris confided in us that his daughter Casey was in the green room singing my song, Rainbows and Butterflies. And he was quite impressed and a little jealous, because he said she never sings any of my songs. So. Baby, the world has gone crazy. They say true love doesn't exist. The practical doubt it, the cynical shout it. And I think there's something they missed, 'cause I can't help falling in love, dear, each day when I open my eyes. For seeing you there, I become so aware of the magic that fills up our lives. I love rainbows and butterflies, wildflowers and starry skies, and dreams that aren't afraid to come true. Sunsets and autumn leaves, snowfalls and make-believe, and mostly just being with you. Sometimes the world gets so frightening, it tangles you up in its web. It tempts you with gold, it empties your soul. It robs you and leaves you for dead. So I turn to you with your sweet love to fill and replenish my soul, restore and revive, make sure I'm alive. And darling, that's when I know I love rainbows and butterflies, wildflowers and starry skies, and dreams that aren't afraid to come true. Sunsets and autumn leaves, snowfalls and make-believe, and mostly just being with you. I love rainbows and butterflies, wildflowers and starry skies, and dreams that aren't afraid to come true. Sunsets and autumn leaves, love songs and make-believe, and mostly just being with you. Darling, your love has opened my eyes. Living for love's made me realize I love rainbows and butterflies, wildflowers and starry skies, and dreams that aren't afraid to come come true. Sunsets and autumn leaves, snow falls and make-believe, mostly just being with you. I love rainbows and butterflies, wildflowers and starry skies, and dreams that aren't afraid to come true. Sunsets and autumn leaves, love songs and make-believe, and mostly just being with you. Trying to remember, there's a old Billy Swan song I was thinking about doing here. If you got a problem, don't care what it is, need a hand, I can assure you that I can help. Got two strong arms, I can help. It would sure do me good, do you good, let me help. It's the fact that people get lonely, ain't nothing new. A woman like you, baby, should never have the blues, let me help. If your child needs a daddy, I can help. It would sure do me good, do you good, let me help. And when I go to sleep at night, you're always a part of my dream. Holding me close and telling me everything I wanna hear. So don't forget me, baby. You gotta do is call. Know how I feel about you. If I can do anything at all, let me help. Take a tip from me, girl, I can help. It will sure do me good, do you good, let me help. When I go to sleep at night, you're always a part of my dreams. Holding on to me tight, telling me everything I wanna hear. So don't forget me, baby. All you gotta do is call. You know how I feel about you. If I can do anything at all, let me help. Your child needs a daddy, I can help. It would sure do me good, just do you good, let me help. Stay away from the blues, don't have anything to do with the blues. If you know what's good for you, stay away from the blues. Billy Swan, one of the nicest people I ever met in my life, honest to gosh. Just a really beautiful guy. Chris said it was like Billy was just like knowing E.T. And that was pretty darn close. Well, did some Chris, we did some Billy, so I'll finish up with this one tonight. Hope you guys stay nice and cozy in the upcoming storm. Don't shovel too much snow. I had a real stiff neck this week, so I let Beth shovel the driveway a few days ago. It wasn't very deep, but it was a nice change. I kind of liked that, sitting back with some cocoa, watching somebody else lift a spade of powder. But I'm feeling much better, and I will be back up and at it Sunday morning, I'm sure. I was contacted by. I'm going to send out a newsletter about this shortly, but I was contacted by a company that runs tours. So there are folk singers here in America who take audiences overseas, and it's like a little package tour. And I haven't really gotten into the numbers because I didn't know if I have enough interest in folks who follow my music. But it would be sometime in 2027, and we would be doing something like 10 days in Scotland. And it would be like a one price thing, would include, like the airfare and all the places that we'd stay and breakfast every morning. And they'd have the itinerary all plotted out, and we'd see music every night, and there'd be a couple nights when I'd be doing concerts. And my wife has always wanted to visit Scotland, as have I. We haven't really done too much traveling. As you know, I went to Ireland and Norway this past year. So we kind of got the bug. And so I thought I'd put it out there, because if I can get like a dozen people, that's kind of like the minimum. We can put together this tour for next year. And if you have interest, I can look up the actual, what it actually costs. But I'm sure it's comparable to whatever that junk, goes for. So if you want to drop me a line, john@johnflynn.net, and you can let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. We can start to get some approximation of what the numbers might be. And Beverly says, if Trump is still in office, can we get one-way tickets? Well, I think we might be tempted. I know it was tough leaving Ireland for me this past September. Anyway, so have yourself a great week, guys, and stay safe and stay sane. And illegitimi non carborundum, as they say in Latin. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Frank, we haven't picked a month yet. They kind of tell me at this point it's open, so if you have a preference, then let me know. Just a couple days ago, I heard you slipped away. No one but my old guitar to cry with, so I played all those songs you wrote, and after I'd sung each one through, a voice inside me seemed to say, boy, now it's up to you. It's up to you now. What is that supposed to mean? I asked to no one there. Sadness like my question seemed to hang in empty air. But then, as if your spirit stood there with me in the room, I could hear you telling me just what I had to do. Tell the truth, sing with passion, work with laughter, love with heart. Tell the truth, sing with passion, work with laughter, love with heart. You used to remind us all what William Blake had said, that sorrow and confusion haunt the living and the dead. should they turn their backs upon the lives they've been called to? Poets, saints, and fools like me, the way to honor you is tell the truth, sing with passion, work with laughter, love with heart. Tell the truth, sing with passion, work with laughter, love with heart. I have no place to lay this heartache or my gratitude, so I'll just keep on doing what I think I'm called to do. Lest because I came to know a hero as a friend, try to help me understand what matters in the end is tell the truth, sing with passion, work with laughter, love with heart. Tell the truth, sing with passion, work with laughter, love with heart. Chris said to tell the truth, sing with passion, work with laughter, love with heart. You got to tell the truth, sing with passion, work with laughter, love with heart. Just a couple days ago, I heard you slipped away. Peace. Good on you. I'll see you guys soon.